Hello and welcome to Microsoft Hates Greg. My name is Greg Deckler, and it is the end of the daily meme campaign. Not the end of memes, I'll be posting more memes, more measure total memes, later. But as far as doing it on an everyday basis, I'm calling it quits. Okay. It's been like 2.5 years. I went through and added up all the different memes, there's a folder that I'll share with everybody that has all the memes, right? So I'll put that in a link in the description. And I was counting them up, and it was almost 2.5 years worth of memes, right, every day. Which is like, I mean, it's crazy to me because that's like 2 times longer than one of my marriages, right? So I mean, that's not even a joke. But yeah, it's just time, right? It's a nice 5,000 is a nice round number. Before we get to like all the reasons why I'm ending it now, but I mean, just to and this is day 4,999, right? That I'm recording this video, so you'll see basically, or probably what I'm assuming is, I'm gonna post the link to this video after I post this tomorrow, 5,000th day. And right, and we're ending it where we began because nothing's changed, right? Sadly, right? Microsoft's done nothing to fix this issue, not only in the last 10 years, like a decade, right? But in the last 2.5 years, where I've been literally calling this out as an issue every day, literally every day, right? They still done nothing, right? We took an issue that would appear daily in the forums as a problem. Like literally, people would post multiple times a day about their totals being wrong, and I'll tell you one thing that has slackened off, right? I don't know if that's because of the meme campaign, or just general awareness building up around the issue, right? But I don't see it nearly as often. I mean, I can go an entire week sometimes and not see a measure totals issue. And I just think it's got to be the awareness, right? That maybe this meme campaign contributed to. We took an idea that literally had like 20 votes, right? When I started this 2.5 years ago, and we've got it up to like 16,033, which is about 400 votes, 420 votes shy of where it should be. So when I first started this, right, they had, we had the vote total, and all of a sudden the vote total went down for this idea, went down like by 178 votes, just out of the blue. So they stole those votes, right? I don't know why. And then when they went through the latest round of, where they redid the ideas site, they took away all the merged ideas, and then this idea lost like another, I don't know, it was like 240 votes or so, 230 votes. So despite Microsoft stealing votes from this, right? Because this used to be the 17th most desired idea that was out there. 17th, right? Before this second round of stealing votes, right? Now it's like in of non-completed ideas. Now we're in like the 70 like four range of ideas all time, right? Completed ideas, everything. We're up, we're in the top 100 out of like 50,000 different ideas, right? And we're still sitting at like we were at 17, we're at like 40 something now, as far as non-completed ideas. So it really did, the vote stealing really did impact this tremendously in terms of where it ranks, right? So I mean, it's sad, right? It is sad that Microsoft is just they just pay lip service to the community. They don't actually treat the community with any kind of respect whatsoever. This Your votes and your voice are meaningless to Microsoft was really what this meme campaign really, I think, demonstrated full on, right? That they're not only just going to put their heads in the sand and not listen to the community about anything, right? They're actually going to actively try to like snuff out the community's voice on this, which is what they did by stealing votes, from this idea, right? So there is that, right? It's all unfortunate. That's not what it had nothing to do with why I'm ending this campaign. I'm ending this campaign because there's only so many memes out there in the world, people. Uh, I've got like over like 860 or something like that out there in that file directory. That's a lot of memes when you're trying not to like repeat, right? And then, there's only so many memes, and there's only so many memes that are going to apply or be, I can kind of bend to make a joke out of, in terms of measure totals, right? So it became harder and harder over time. I had to put more time and effort into it. It really did takes a lot of time and effort, people. I would sit on weekends and I would just sit there and be browsing through memes and creating memes and things like that. And I have a whole bunch that just, memes I generated that, after I generate them, I'm like, yeah, it sucks, and I threw those away, right, and stuff like that. So it became more and more work. So before I start hating it, right, and seeing it as just an unbearable chore that I have to do all the time, I'm just gonna pick. I just decided, hey, 5,000, that's a good round number. We're calling it quits, right? And I am happy about what we've been able to accomplish with this, the awareness and everything else. I feel like we've accomplished something. And if we didn't, I had fun doing it, and I hopefully everybody, at least some people out there had fun, following along with the memes and that. So again, there will be more memes, just not every day. I'm just removing that obligation from myself. But I really have enjoyed all the support, over the years. Yes, there were some death threats or equivalent, like maybe Microsoft trying to get me fired and all that kinds of stuff like that that occurred. But overall, it was a good time. So I enjoyed it. I always love a good joke and a good running joke. So there you have it, people. It's the end, but stay tuned. All right, that's all I had for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.